guess with the hot weather, there's a lot of fallen trees and people are trying to build stuff out of it. That's what it seems like anyways. And what did I read today? I guess the first thing I saw today was kind of interesting. It was basically a warehouse drone. Apparently this thing's meant to go around the warehouse scanning inventory and all that. It says here, the Corvus 1 drones fly to scan your inventory. Tie SKUs to slots in 3D space, syncing automatically with your WMS. Generate a report of every discrepancy found by inventory drones in your facility, sorted by location or SKU. Access a record of historical data and pictures each slot for auditing process. I guess that would be convenient for a large warehouse and these tedious tasks where you could let someone else do something else more important afterwards. I remember doing things like a cycle count at a retail store before. You basically scan every single item, it generates a report, and then from there, it determines what's missing and what's not. For example, people who stole items. I guess this is supposed to make it easier and faster. But people actually see this as a good thing or a bad thing. Because I know on one end of the argument, they say it's way more efficient. You might as well let the robot do the boring, mundane task. Whereas in the other end, they're saying it replaces people, so basically there's no jobs and stuff left for them. So I guess that's a little bit of the debate there. And this was kind of interesting, as most drones, like the consumer ones, they have things like GPS built into it. That's usually how it stabilizes and all. But how about this one? It says, uAvionix receives FAA TSO for world's first certified drone GPS receiver. Today, uAvionix Corporation announced it has received a technical standard order from the FAA for its truFYX Global Positioning System receiver for unmanned aircraft systems. The satellite-based augmentation system, wide area augmentation system capable of GPS, is the first specifically target UAS platform navigation and surveillance solutions. And they kind of say this stuff is necessary in their view in terms of people flying beyond visual line of sight. It says, with an increased regulatory focus on certifiability of UAS for beyond visual line of sight operations, truFYX provides a critical component to enable safe navigation and airspace integration. They say it's super tiny and all that, and I guess in terms of the price for this thing, it says it's $900. I'm just trying to wonder, what advantage does this offer versus, again, where most drones, they actually have some kind of GPS built in where you can see it on things like your display, exactly where you are, the positioning, and so forth. The only thing I could really think of in terms of the benefit for an external GPS device would be, let's just say, if the drone crashes, usually that's it, you'll lose the GPS signal and everything. Whereas with this, technically, if it's an external device and it survives the crash itself, even if the drone's completely totaled, then you could still track it afterwards. I can't really see the mass majority requiring something like this for $900 too, because with a drone in general, like a consumer one, most of them do have some kind of GPS in there. Imagine for things like a remote ID and all that, imagine you needed something like this for your quote toy drone, a $900 I guess GPS tracking device just so you can fly that, I don't know, 200-gram drone or whatever. And then I quickly read this, which was kind of interesting just because here they said in Canada, Disney is closing all their retail stores, but apparently they're opening up a new studio. It says Walt Disney Animation opening new studio in Vancouver. Vancouver studio set to launch in January, beginning with work on Mona series. It says the company says in a news release that the new studio would focus on long-form series as well as special projects created for the Disney Plus streaming platform. It says the Vancouver studio's work will begin with the musical TV series Mona. So that's a lot of companies actually planning to open up, I guess, in terms of like, I don't know, a headquarter or whatever you want to call it. I know they are. Companies like an Amazon are creating a huge office and stuff in the downtown area. Oh, you want a picture? Okay, sure. Alright, see you guys later.